Omega again is because I got sick of being blown out in Renegade Platinum, and I wanted to complete another hard Nuzlocke challenge without that I was more familiar with in order to build my confidence back. And here we are at the end, but not without sacrifices and not without tragedies. Before we go in, I already have all the items I need. Let's just do that. There we go. Let's take a look at the box. Let's remember the Fallen. Mothman never really got to see the light of day. Littlefoot here was very helpful with Misty and played a role in Rock Tunnel, but ultimately was cut short. Grovile went down to a really tragic crit. Oh, dang. Yeah, that sucks, Ninja. Just chill today, I guess. Hopefully you'll feel better. Grovile was a rough loss, because Sceptile is pretty useful in the late game. Legion here. This was a bad loss. Ninja, do you remember what killed Legion? It was a crit, right? I believe it was a crit. It was either a crit or I misjudged a range. Legion had the potential to be really, really good moving forward by letting me abuse Magnet Pull. But I messed up, and so he died. Guy here also never got the chance to shine. Died in grinding. That's my fault. Had the potential to be really powerful. This Amistar death really sucked. It died as I was training for Blaine, I think. Or maybe it died in Blaine. Really good EVs, or IVs. Solid defense, solid special attack, shell armor for crit immunity. This thing would have been a monster, and probably would have been on my final team here if it survived, but it didn't. Bait here fell to the same fate. This thing died in Blaine, I believe. I think I killed something with Destiny Bond. Zeus died in grinding, I believe also to a crit. Let me just... There we go. It's fine though. This Zapdos wasn't... it wasn't good. Jokes here died against Giovanni. Died to the Swampert because Giga Drain couldn't one-shot. It was okay. My starter, Nikki, died in transit. I don't remember what killed her, but she would have been useful, but I don't know if she would have been on the final team anyway. Chad, the Swampert. This one kind of sucked. Mostly because Swampert just is a really solid typing. This one hurt. This Sandslash had been with us since right before Misty and was an absolute monster for Lieutenant Surge. She was really good. She was good in Koga. She was good for the rocket hideouts. She clutched several rival battles for us. This Sandslash was really good. This loss hurt. Valor was just shy of max attack Pidgeot, and it was still mediocre. Cashit was a blow. Kingdra's a really great Pokemon. I love it a lot. I lost it to dumb shit. Nessie was a really big loss. Shell armor, good bulk, good defenses. Nessie would have been on the final team, but I believe Nessie died to either the last rival fight or to Giovanni. I think it was the last rival fight. No, it was Giovanni. It was Giovanni, because Tyranitar got a Dragon Dance off, and I wasn't sure if Starmie outsped. The same went for Sarah the Scizor. This Pokemon ripped Erica in half, single-handedly soloed Sabrina, was influential in beating Koga, did a lot of damage in Rocket Hideout. This thing was a monster. Losing this thing sucked, because this Pokemon was going to be on my final team. And that's all of our losses. We have some stuff sitting in the box. Honorable mention to the Furret that had no reason to be as consistently good as it was in the mid-game. Bolt picking up the slack in the mid-game as well. Swallow never really got a huge chance to shine, but it's fine. Wound up not using Suicune because its IVs were really bad, and also I had another good water type. All of these encounters were trash. Never wound up using a lot of these. This was the Rhydon that we got in Victory Road, by the way. It's bad. But that leaves us with the final team. Now, I did some looking. The level cap of 69 is based on Lance. I decided not to push any of my Pokemon up to that level. Because otherwise this becomes extremely easy. Now, so our team. Patrick, the Starmie. We got Patrick just before Blaine, and Patrick has been an incredibly powerful member of the team ever since. Good speed, good bulk, good defenses. Starmie is just good. Change the song again. Hopper, the longest time survivor of this entire run. This was our second or third encounter. I think this thing and the Furret were our first two encounters. This is a max speed Houndoom with a garbage moveset because Houndoom's moveset is garbage. He's been good. Just ripped Erica in half, was pretty solid against Surge, was useful in a couple rival fights, was a nice pivot for Sabrina and Sabrina's gym. Hopper was good. A good long-term member of the team. Temeraire, we caught you in Vermilion City, and we didn't bother training you up until Blaine, I believe. Hits hard, bulky, it's a pseudo-legendary, it's good. Celsius was a trade. This was the traded Snorunt we got just after Misty. We finally decided to train it up before Giovanni. It's okay. It is what it is. Snorlax, the man, the myth, the legend, the one we always have, Santa. Immunity is subpar. I would have much preferred Thick Fat here, but 169 special defense and 300 HP is still really solid. And Raikou here. This Raikou is bad EVs, but I have maxed out its special attack. Bad IVs. I've maxed its special attack EVs by killing a lot of Horsey. And this Raikou is going to carry us through this Elite Four. Let's make sure everything is where it needs to be. I don't think there's a Confuse Ray. There is a Confuse Ray in Agatha, but it's not going to matter, I don't think. Let's check our berries real quick. Let's give you a citrus instead. Let's see. There we go. Alright. In we go. We start with Lorelei. This is going to be a one Pokemon sweep. So we're going to do exactly what you think we're going to do. This is why we saved the Calm Mind TM. In this hack, Raikou is the if you can catch it, Raikou is the single best user of the Calm Mind TM, bar none. Because you can walk into the Elite Four with Crunch, Extrasensory, and Thunderbolt, and have really excellent coverage. We're going to set up one more. And then we're going to sweep Lorelei's team. But with Raikou, you have really excellent coverage, you have really good stats, you're fast, and you hit hard. And with Calm Mind, you buff all of that. By the way, just is the music too loud, or is the music okay? There's nothing interesting to watch here. It's just Raikou one-shotting his entire team. Alright, sweet. Good on volume. Awesome. Good job, you used Protect. You stalled your death by one turn. With the, I looked away for a second, and I saw failed, and like, the Thunderbolt? What? No. So the reason I just decided to make the cap 66, which is Agatha's cap, by the way, is so I'll still be out-leveled by the champion. Blue is still gonna have, a level advantage over me. And so will Lance, for like half his team. And that's Lorelei. So now we let another friend, we're gonna let Patrick handle Bruno. Because Bruno has Steelix, Hitmontop, Poliwrath, Donphan, Armaldo, and Machamp. So a whole bunch of ground, rock, and fighting types. How convenient, then, that Patrick here has a Mystic Water boosted Surf and Stab Psychic available. Patrick should be able to one-shot all of the ground and rock types. I think the Donphan might be a range. Okay. I know the Psychic on the incoming Machamp, right? Or is it Armaldo? Okay. Armaldo, I believe, dies to one Surf. The Machamp is a range to get one-shot by Psychic, and so is the Poliwrath, sitting in the back. The Hitmontop goes down to one Psychic. So we're gonna see. I want to hit this range because this Machamp does have Light Screen. Okay. But he doesn't use it, so we're fine. I think we're fine even if this crits. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. As much as I love this song, I don't trust Disney not to, jump in. There we go. Okay. The fact that Machamp has so much special defense for a fighting type always kind of confused me. I think this Poliwrath is also a range, but nothing this Poliwrath has is... Okay, not even a range. There is exactly one thing I'm scared of, and it's Hypnosis. But he has a wasted move. I got the special defense drop, so I think this just dies now. There we go. So, I don't think any of the ranges... okay, let me put it this way. If I instead did the 63 level cap for Lorelei instead, which I know some people do. If I did the 63 level cap instead, I don't think any of this would matter. Like, I don't think it would matter. It wouldn't matter for Bruno, because Patrick is here. Like, the one-shots are all one-shots, and the ranges, they become 2 hits anyway. I'm fine. Yeah. And that's Bruno down. It wouldn't really kind of start to matter until Lance, but even then, I'm not terribly concerned. Lance is where things can go wrong. However, there are 2 ways we can take this. We can take Hopper. We can take Hopper in. And I think we are going to lead Hopper. Well... yeah, we're going to lead Hopper. Raikou can set up and sweep Agatha as well. But I think Hopper deserves some time in the shine. She leads Shedinja. It has a focus band, so I have to 2-shot this. Actually. Yeah, it's a focus band, not a focus sash, so it only works sometimes. I forgot. Here's Sableye. It has a Citrus Berry. It has Recover, Shadow Ball, Seismic Toss, and Toxic. I'm gonna Flamethrower, see how much damage it does, and then maybe Overheat. Overheat would have killed. Shadow Ball is going to hurt, but it shouldn't kill me. Yeah. And Citrus Berry should keep it out of Agatha's heal range. The next thing that comes out is probably Gengar, right? No, it's Crobat. Okay, so this I do need to switch out on, because Sludge Bomb will kill Hopper, I think. Or, I'm pretty sure. Let's go into Celsius, I think. Let's give Glalie a little bit of time in the sun. Let's just burn a full heal right away. Ice Beam. Do this again. Do this again. There we go. Here's Gengar. Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp, Ice Punch, and Destiny Bond. So I'm going to switch into Raijin here and set up some Calm Minds. And I'm going to... oh, that's kind of annoying. Oh my god, the fucking status hacks. I am speeding up here. Seriously? There's the crit I was worried about. One more Calm Mind. And we're just gonna crunch. There we go. And we outspeed the rest of Agatha's team, and at +3 special attack, we just crunch our way through. The last thing is Hypno. I'm going to take a safety Hyper Potion. Because I think a Psychic crit would have killed, and Raikou's kind of important. Okay. There we go. Alright, now for Lance. This is where things can start going really wrong. Lance leads with a Salamence, with Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Aerial Ace, and Hydro Pump. And then he has a Charizard with Blast Burn, Earthquake, Belly Drum, and Substitute. He has a Gyarados with Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Thunder Wave, and Taunt. He has an Aerodactyl with a Choice Band, by the way, with Earthquake, Rock Slide, Aerial Ace, and Double Edge. I would like to find a way to lock him into Earthquake, but I don't think that's possible. Then he has two Dragonites, one with Dragon Dance, Double Edge, Rain Dance, and Hydro Pump, and one with Substitute, Focus Punch, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. This is where things get tricky. We lead Celsius to deal with the Salamence. I'm just double checking. I'm actually going to replace Dragon Claw with Shockwave, just in case I need to switch Dragonite in on the Gyarados. Actually, no. So Gyarados has Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Thunder Wave, and Taunt. It has nothing that can damage Temeraire. So when Gyarados comes out, I switch Temeraire. Yeah, that should be fine. Ooh. Nope, okay. So here's how it's going to work. We lead Celsius into Salamence. Celsius should be able to survive Earthquake or Aerial Ace just fine, and then one shot with Ice Beam. And if it goes for Dragon Dance, turn 1, we're fine. After Salamence, he almost definitely switches in Charizard, to which we switch in Temeraire. So here's the thing. This Charizard can do nothing to Temeraire, because the Belly Drum Earthquake combo doesn't matter, which leaves only Blast Burn, which Temeraire resists, and Temeraire has max special defense. So, we should be fine there. I still probably should have replaced... It's fine. That's fine. We Ice Beam. It Dragon Dances. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna Ice Beam right away, actually, because this is a throw. This is a throw from Lance. Glalie is putting in some of that really late game value. Here's the Aerodactyl. It's going to Rock Slide here, and it's going to lock itself into Rock Slide. I'm going to switch into Patrick, which is the only Pokemon on my team that should be able to take this with any degree of, like, confidence. Unless he crits. Okay, so I'm 99% sure Surf kills here. We aren't going to need... We don't need Patrick for the champion. I don't think. No, we don't. I'm 90% sure this kills. Stab, super effective with Mystic Water. Yes, okay. Here's the Gyarados. And now, we switch in Temeraire for free. There are only a couple things we need to worry about, so I'm going to set up a couple agilities. Just a few. There we go. I think this is a 2-hit. Yeah. I'm speeding this up because it's a little This is just a little bit of a tedious section. There we go. Here's the enemy Dragonite. This one has Dragon Dance, Double Edge, Rain Dance, and Hydro Pump. I'm just going to fly. Yeah. Dragon Claw is just going to do less damage. There we go. And a crit. If it sets up a sub... Oh, okay. So Lance just threw. Lance had multiple throws in that. If he switched Charizard in on Glalie, he would be making me force a switch early and maybe take some more damage, but... Alright, that's Lance down. Okay. All the way to Lance with no problems. Let me do something real quick. I'm gonna switch up the music. Okay. Final boss. Okay, I need to not step through that door right now. So, Blue is gonna have a lead Heracross. He's going to have a Metagross, a Walrein, an Ampharos, a Meganium, and a Magmar. That's a pretty scary team. The Heracross has a Choice Band with Aerial Ace, Megahorn, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Hopper is the least... Unfortunately, Hopper is kind of the least important member of the team right now. He should be able to outspeed the Heracross and one-shot it with an Overheat, which should then bait out the Walrein, which has Rest, Sleep Talk, Ice Beam, and Toxic. Because its only attacking move is Ice Beam, we can swap in Santa and do the rest Toxic Stall ourselves. The Metagross that he has Meteor Mash, Earthquake, Rest, and Sleep Talk with our Chesto Berry. The Ampharos has Tail Glow, Substitute, Thunderbolt, and Fire Punch. Meganium has Frenzy Plant, Synthesis, Light Screen, and Reflect. So Meganium is another situation where we can send in Dragonite, set up a couple agilities, and just blow it up. And the Magmar has Fire Blast, Cross Chop, Sunny Day, and Thunder Punch. So Dragonite should be able to handle that. So let's go. Yeah, good shit, Greg. Welcome. You're here at the very end of the of my second Fire Red Omega Nuzlocke. Alright, so this is where we really hope that our max speed Houndoom outspeeds this Heracross. Because if it doesn't, we have a 30% chance of being in trouble. We're going to use the Overheat. We're going to one-shot this thing. And then Houndoom's role in this game is functionally done. There we go. Here's the Metagross. Maybe I should have gone... I wasn't expecting the Metagross to come out. Meteor Mash, Earthquake. So it's going to go for the Earthquake. So we can just do this. Yeah, Greg, our team is in a really, really good place. So I think we're going to be fine. We just Earthquake here. Dude, if Dragon Dance wasn't an egg move in this game, and like Dragonite learned it natively, it would be so busted. I'm scared of that Meteor Mash, never. Never mind, I'm scared of that Meteor Mash a lot. That kills me on a crit. What the fuck? Okay. That's scary. That's really scary. Okay. Well, it's dead now. That could have been a disaster. I severely underestimated Metagross's damage. This is the Walrein. Okay. This is where we send out Santa. It can't toxic us because we have immunity. Its Ice Beam is gonna do diddly shit to us because I have been frozen like 9 times in this Elite Four attempt. So I'm gonna just speed this up real quick. There we go. We survive one more crit. We're gonna body slam, and then I think I'm actually gonna switch. How much damage does this do? Not enough. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do here, Raikou definitely outspeeds, and at like half, with the toxic damage, Thunderbolt should be a free kill. Don't freeze me, bro. I got frozen like 5 times in Lorelei. Is that a crit? I swear to God, this game. Alright, well, I suppose... I suppose I needed some bad luck to make up for the fact that Lance completely threw like 3 times in a row with like not just suboptimal but like actively harmful switches. This is probably the Ampharos. Do I just sack? Is this the time to sack Raikou? This is the time to sack Raikou. I'm gonna go for the... Ooh, extrasensory can flinch. I'm gonna go for the extrasensory flinch, see how it goes. We're gonna eke as much damage out of this Raikou as we can. Which apparently was almost none. I was hoping for the flinch. I didn't get it. It's fine. We go into... Hopper he might be relevant later. Let's go into Celsius. I know we just saw it had Fire Punch, but Celsius has outlived its usefulness, so we start going for just damage here. The plus side is that Ampharos is kind of slow, and by kind of, I mean extremely slow, so even if it sets up a Tail Glow, we're fine. Do we die to a single Fire Punch here? We couldn't, right? Yeah. Just go for another Ice Beam. Nice crit. Last thing to come out should be Magmar. Here's the Magmar. So this thing can go one of 2 ways. It can Fire Blast us, it can Cross Chop us, or it can Sunny Day us. I'm gonna Protect to see what it does. If we see it go for Fire Blast... Okay, so it's going for Cross Chop. If it's going for Cross Chop, we're gonna switch in Patrick. If we saw Fire Blast, I was going to predict another Fire Blast and go into, Jesus. And go into, Houndoom. This thing shouldn't... This probably won't kill the Magmar, but it'll get it low. Oh, crit? No, that's not a crit. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Is the max speed Houndoom gonna come in and clean up? Is this it? Is Hopper, the Houndoom that's been with us since the beginning of the game, is he gonna close it out for us? Oh, that's annoying. No. That's really bad. Okay, Hopper. You're getting sacked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But there is a higher purpose. There is a higher power you must live in service to. Goodbye. I forgot about the heal. We've 1 or 2 shot all of his Pokemon, and I didn't realize he hadn't used any of his heals yet. However, this is fine. Because Thunder Punch will not be able to kill. If this burns, I swear to God. And it crit. Don't burn me. Thank you. This should kill. There we go. And we win. It's over. All that's left is Meganium. All that's left is the worst starter. And its only attacking move is Frenzy Plant, which I quad resist. Speed this up a little bit. There we go. Easy clap. We've done it again. We've done it again. That's twice now. And I didn't have any resets this time. What was Squirtle? That's a text error. Okay. Take me into the special place with the shiny floor. Thank you. Okay, so my confidence in my ability to play a challenge run of a Pokemon game and not completely tilt off the face of the planet has been restored. Time to go wipe another 32 times in Renegade Platinum. Or do we return to Storm Silver and wipe to Bugsy 34 more times? So many of these, like, this entire team, except Houndoom, were caught in, like, the second half or last third of the game. You were given so many powerful tools. You're just given so many powerful tools as you get near the end of the game. The fixed Raikou, Entei, and Suicune encounters guarantee you at least 2 decent Pokemon. Entei's bad, but Entei's always bad. The early encounters in the game give you a couple that have long-term potential, like the Houndoom. You could also get an Ampharos. So what was... Ninja, do you remember what my team was last time? I have the footage. I don't know if it's saved as a VOD here on Twitch, but I have the footage on my computer, and I might have uploaded it to my YouTube. I know I had... I think I had Raikou and Suicune. Or maybe I didn't use Raikou. I know I had Calm Mind Suicune with, like, Surf and Ice Beam. I believe I had Zapdos. I think... You know what? Let me look. It looks like I can. Okay. Let me do this real quick. Let's look at what the old team was. I can. All right. I want to record. Mute myself. Okay. Right. Okay. So we had the Gardevoir that carried us for the entire game. That Gardevoir was insane. It single-handedly swept Misty. It swept Koga. It blew out the rival on multiple occasions. This Gardevoir was absolutely nuts. And I abused it. I abused it horribly. This was the first run. If you're coming in late, this was the first run. My first completion. I also had a Snorlax because there's no reason not to. I had Thick Fat that time, which was good. Oh, I did some other stuff before. Let me skip around. I had the Altaria. I picked up the Swablu right around Brock, I believe, and this thing was also a monster. That 187 special defense was really helpful. This thing was a dedicated Dragon Killer and Lance counter. That was the plan. Because Fly and Earthquake let me abuse Dragon Dance buffs and then Ice Beam. So Gen 3 Gen 3 and just dragons in general, because so many dragon types are either dragon flying or, in Flygon's case, dragon ground, there are almost no pure dragon types that are fully evolved in Gen 3. And I want to say in Gen 4 too. Um, there's just none. That all of them are quad weak to ice. So the 4x damage boost on an ice type move is 100% of the time going to be more powerful than a super effective dragon type move with same type attack bonus. So there is no reason for me to have Dragon Claw because Ice Beam just does that job better and hits other Pokemon. And then with Fly and Dragon Day, like just Altaria was good. And then, of course, we have my boy. We have my favorite Pokemon. We have Umbreon. This thing, on that run, I think it soloed Sabrina. It put in some work against Koga. I know in this run, it like toxic stalled a lot of stuff. It was just really solid. This thing did a lot of work against Agatha. We had Suicune. This Suicune was way better than the one I had in this run. But that was that. Yeah, Surf, Calm Mind, Rain Dance, Ice Beam. It was not a good choice to put Calm Mind on that because Calm Mind is just so much better on Raikou. So yeah, I had some different faces on my team this time. Um, but yeah. So that's this. That's Fire Red Omega. I love this hack. It was the first hack I ever played, actually. My very first Pokemon hack. I think the guy who introduced it to me, I think I was watching Fox and Dance on YouTube. I don't know if he still does videos. I watched his playthrough of this, and then I watched his Kingdom Hearts stuff. This hack also has a lot of post game stuff to do. There's an entire like super dungeon at like there's Cerulean Cave, which has like Dre and like some of his friends and stuff as unique trainers that to fight through. But there's a super dungeon in the in the Sevi Islands that you can go into, this Chronum Tower. And in it are some trainers that are really strong and a whole all of the other legendaries, and you fight your way up to the top. It's really cool. But Nuzlocking the post game is a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, this was a good run. This was a good run. Let me just hold space, get through this, and we can look at our team one last time. I'm really glad that like I chose to do this just to feel more confident. This Houndoom from the beginning, man. If I should have flamethrowered the Heracross. So what I should have done, by the way, I should have swapped the black glasses for a charcoal because I have one. Flamethrower then kills the Heracross, and then Overheat kills the Metagross, which then baits the Walrein, and I do all that, and potentially keep some people alive. But I didn't do that, so... Yeah, so that's the run. I might come back later today, and like, start up Renegade Platinum again, because it is a good hack. It's good. Because it's in Gen 4, there are so many new things that can completely screw me over, or things that I can forget about. The physical special split is something I have to be more aware of. It makes it a lot more engaging, a lot more fun. You get a lot of encounters, you get a lot of really cool stuff, and you get it pretty quickly. But that also means if you lose momentum, you can be in trouble. But there's also the early game can be mitigated by the fact that like you get one or two good encounters, and Rourke is a free sweep. If you pick Infernape or if you pick Chimchar, you have a guaranteed 100% effective Monferno sweep for Gardenia, and that leaves Fantina as like the big wall. And Fantina is a big wall, which is why I feel like you kind of have to pick Umbreon. Oh no. Oh darn, I have to pick my favorite. Snap. Anyway. So we'll see. But until then, I'm going to cut the stream here and then go have lunch slash breakfast because I haven't eaten anything today. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll post of course if I'm back on later. I might be. I'm kind of feeling it. I am kind of feeling it. And Renegade Platinum's a good time. But yeah. So I will talk to you guys another time. Thanks for tuning in to the finale.